We have fire. I think it's burning down pretty good now. Hey guys, just wanted to do I'm back up here in the woods, and up here where I've been running across the footprints and bent trees and broken trees and the dark object and skunk smell, and so I came back up here to do a plaster cast of, this is the big print that was going up the side of the hill here. That's a big heel print, and so I just mixed up some plaster of Paris and threw it in there. I hope I mixed it up right, and I hope the stuff hardens. It's the first time I've ever mixed it. But a viewer also pointed out a print he saw on the follow-up video down in the seasonal dry creek bed. I went down in there and tried to find it. I couldn't. Apparently there was some pretty good winds up here, and it knocked a bunch of pine needles down. So the creek bed has a ton of pine needles in it, and the unfortunately that print, which looked like a pretty good one on the film, which I didn't catch initially when I was in there. I want to thank the viewer for having a sharp eye, pointing that out. I also want to thank Mary. I won't mention your last name. She enhanced the few frames of the dark object and emailed them to me, and you could see a lot more detail. I'll show you that on my phone here in just a bit. And there is the bent trees. Right over here. I want to show you a few other things. I found some more broken trees that apparently have been carried here, because I can't find where they were broken off at, and that's further down the trail here. But here is the bent trees. I've scouted around for a bit trying to locate some more prints, and was unable to do so. But there's the bent trees. Head back down to the trail here. So scouting around now directly across from the bent trees. Sorry if I'm making anybody dizzy here. I found a few more broken trees here with no stumps. And this is only about, sorry, I got something crawling on me. You can see it right here. It's broken off. It's another pine. And judging by the color of the pine needles, it looks like it probably occurred about the same time as the bent trees and the trees that are stacked next to it. So here's, and these are real close to those bent trees. I mean, I'm talking 30 yards away, maybe. There's no stumps. Absolutely no stumps out here. These were broken off. Look how these are. There's another one underneath here. So you have this one. These are crossed. These are crossed. And here's the needles. It's the same rate of, same color as the ones up there at the bent trees. So I saw this and I go, shit, this was just tossed over in here. This is where it was broken off. I mean, there's no stumps. This is tossed over here into the manzanita. And then as I was exploring around, right up here I found some more. You can probably see those right there in center frame. We'll cruise on over here and take a peek. It's quiet up here, guys. I don't even hear birds, which is kind of weird. So usually I hear some birds chirping, and it's the first thing I noticed when I got out of the truck, when I got down into the trail here. Kind of stood and listened for a while. I was like, kind of an eerie silence. Every time I've been up here, I've always heard birds. Hear how quiet it is? I mean, it is really, really quiet up here. And these are about probably 150 foot away. This one, there's a couple trees over here. Something went on a rampage. It was just snapping trees off, and from somewhere, I still can't find where these were broken off at. They were apparently carried here. There's one. Pine needles, same color, had to occur about the same time. And I'm going to say probably 2 months ago. If you look at the base of the needles, I mean, there's a very slight hint of green left on there. It's the same as over there at the bent trees. All this occurred about the same time, and here's the base. These trees were not cut down. They were not cut down. These were broken off. If they were cut, then I would say, all right, somebody was using a chainsaw, or, you know, I don't think Sasquatch carries a chainsaw with him. So these were snapped off. Right over here, here's another one. And it's right next to a tree. Same story, guys. Broken off. Just looks like it was probably pushed over and snapped off. And I mean, these aren't small trees. And if you look at the pine needles, same story. I mean, this tree here's got to be close to 30 foot tall. Interesting. No stump. I mean, this did not. This tree did not belong here. You can see it's just tossed on top of all the ground cover. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I said I would document anything that I run across. There's my truck. Truck is right over there, way down the trail. A few of you have expressed concerns about my safety out here, because I am out here alone and back in fairly deep, and I do come armed. I got my trusty Mossberg 500 Cruiser with me, and I've got it loaded with sound like some dirt bikers. You don't hear too many people out here. I've got it loaded with double-aught Magnum and slugs. I hope I never have to shoot one of those things. It would only be out of self-defense. Fortunately, you never really hear any any reports of people being attacked, so that's a good thing. Being out here as deep in as I am, I prefer to have some protection, just in case. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So anyways, I'm up here to do some bushcrafting today. I'm getting ready to do a bushcrafting video, which is what my channel's all about. The Sasquatch aspect of it was purely by accident, so I'll shoot little videos on that when I run across things. I'm planning on picking up a couple trail cams and setting some trail cams up here, and if I catch anything on there, I'll definitely share it. These beautiful woods, very thick up here. Everybody at 360 here. There's the bent trees right here in the middle, right in the frame there. Yeah, bushcraft video today. I've got another one planned tomorrow and then another one on Tuesday if all goes well. So hopefully the schedule will hold. Yeah, there's a lot of ground litter up here. I've looked all over. I couldn't find anything else out of the ordinary. It's just really, really quiet. I hope I mix this plaster of Paris up properly and hope it hardens. It'd be nice to get that heel is huge. It spans from the tip of my middle finger, not lengthwise but crossways, from the tip of my middle finger to where my wrist meets my hand meets my wrist. I hope this stuff's starting to harden here. It says, oh, it is. Good. Oh yeah, it's hardening really good. I'm gonna mill around here for a while, and you can see how big this thing is compared to my hand. And this is where the heel spans across. The heel went all the way across the bottom here. That should be a pretty good cast. It's my first cast I've ever done. But yeah, apparently I mixed it up properly. It's getting pretty solid, so I'll give that about another. It's still a little tacky, but it is solidifying, so that's nice. Once I get the cast out, I'll go ahead and I'll include that on this video. You can get an idea. We can see what it looks like with the cast there. So I'm going to go ahead and scout around a little bit more, and then I'll pull that cast out, and then I'm going to do some bushcrafting. I'm actually going to do the bushcrafting in another spot. I have a bushcraft camp about a half a mile down the road, and I've never noticed anything odd over there to speak of. This area here, for some reason, just has a lot of things going on, so I don't know why that is. And this is a little broke tree over here that I included in the follow-up video that I discovered last week on the follow-up, so something snapped that off there, which I thought was just kind of odd, being in this area here with everything else going on. And dry seasonal creek bed. right here. There's so many pine needles in it now, you can't even really... I mean, it's really filled up. The pine needles just rained out of the trees. The print that the gentleman pointed out was somewhere in here, but it's so covered. And if I start moving stuff around, it's just gonna contaminate any evidence that might be there. So that's just, in my book, that's a lost cause. Yeah, this is some really thick woods. I'm really drawn to head up over here. I haven't moved off in that direction to go and explore, but I mean, these woods are real thick back in here. I mean, something could conceivably just exist in this type of habitat, and these woods are immense. I mean, it's a vast area, tons of resources. This is actually my bug out area. If when the you-know-what hits the fan. All right, guys. So I'm gonna let that plaster continue hardening up over there, and then I'll pull that out and conclude this video. Stay tuned. I'll be back. Hey, I just pulled the cast out, and this is the top, obviously. That's the big heel print. I mean, this thing, get up here in front. This thing spans all the way across my hand here. I mean, it's really big. Bring the camera over here so I can see what I'm doing. Whoop. So this is the back. This is some of the dirt that came off. It was kicked back, but this is the whole heel section here. This would be the whole sole going up here. It's not too bad. It's the first cast I've ever made. Never worked with plaster of Paris before. But you can see the size of that. Sorry guys, trying to get in frame here. It's really big. So I will continue documenting stuff as I run across it. It's going to be winter here pretty soon. This will be all snowed in, so it'll be impossible to get into. So I'll probably have to take a break for the winter time, but I'll be up here as long as I can doing my bushcrafting videos. So anyways guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share, and I will see all of you very soon on the next one. Everybody take care. Bye-bye.